Hello, everyone, and welcome to Haze's Higher Learning. I'm your host, Ashlee Haze, and this episode is about the concept of availability and getting adjusted to a new normal as we are practicing social distancing. As most of you know, the world, and the U.S. especially, has increased efforts to slow the spread of novel virus COVID-19. And I had an entirely different episode planned, but I think it makes more sense to talk about my life and the challenges we're collectively facing. And then once we figure out what this is and how we're going to get back to our creative work, then I'll go back to the sort of ethics and practice-based themes. But over the past 2 weeks, I've been getting adjusted to having a clear schedule. I am developing a routine that includes cooking almost every day, baking a couple times a week. I take walks and sometimes take a drive to get some fresh air. I'm dosing my edibles. I'm creating content and engaging content a lot on Instagram and Twitter. And so this past Friday, I did a virtual poetry reading and it was so successful. I'm going to do another one. So make sure you tune in tonight to my Instagram live at 7 p.m. Eastern to see me and some of my favorite poets reading poems to get us through this. I've also rolled out a writing workshop on Wednesdays on my Instagram at 3 p.m. for the next few weeks. I've been watching people's Instagram live videos, especially the DJ sets by DJ Nice and Questlove. I keep joking that if this lasts long enough, I might just write a film. It's been difficult to not go out and do the recreational things that I'm used to. However, I am enjoying the solitude and the opportunities to rest and connect with what I do have. And so Sunday, I drove to Papados because I was craving crawfish and I had cooked at home 6 days this week. I don't even remember the last time I ate what was in my darn kitchen 6 days in a row. So super proud of that. And I went to Papados and there was no line and no crowd. And I hear it's safe to order food, but we need to be mindful to remove food from packaging and or wash or sanitize our hands before we eat. And if you can, support your local businesses that are still open. I took my mom some food, but I didn't go in the house because we haven't been quarantined exclusively for 10 days. And I certainly don't want to put my family at risk. What else I do? I attended a Google Hangout brunch for my homie Morgan's birthday. My homie Alvin came and took a walk with me. And me and my roommate have taken walks through the Oakland Cemetery. And my homie Justin helped me do some baking. And I did some lemon cheesecake bars, which I'll be posting on Instagram. So even in the midst of self-quarantine, self-isolation, or practicing social distancing, I've still been able to find moments of joy and still been able to sort of get that social energy. And it's difficult. It's difficult not to spend the time the way we're used to, especially going out. And for me, especially traveling. But I'm down to do with what I can with what I have. And I'm trying to be responsible with my health and the health of others. And I hope we all are. I have noticed, though, that because everyone is suddenly free, and free is in quotation marks, we are on our screens more and more and reaching out to each other more. And I want to reiterate that empty time does not always equal available time. I am working on setting boundaries with my phone, especially because we're all wanting to express our frustrations and complain and busy ourselves. And I am working on the art of having free time, but being unavailable. Just because you're not going to work doesn't mean you have to fill your day with productivity or even social connection. I encourage you to either take some time out of your day or even take a day out of the week to take a break from your phone, take a break from social media, and to tune into yourself. You can exercise, read, or give your attention to a film or a TV show. Be unavailable to the outside world for a bit. I think that's going to help us get through this, even though I know we're unavailable physically, but we want to connect through our phones. And please take a break. I also think it's worth saying that just because you're single doesn't mean you have to be available during this time. I am exhausted of dating at the moment because even in a pandemic, men will lie and be terrible. And I have found that the last couple men I dated weren't available for what I wanted and either didn't know how to say that or decided not to communicate that. And due to this unfortunate fact, I've decided to be unavailable for new folks for a little while. Just because I'm single and isolated does not mean I want or need to fill that void yet. And if you want to get to know me, it's going to be taking a walk, and taking a walk as homies, because all that That's all I have for anybody. Maybe I'll feel different about it next week, but that's how I feel about it today. I am available during my scheduled Instagram live times. For those of you who may have questions about my craft, about poetry, I'm available for one-on-one coaching, which you can book through www.ashleehaze.com. I am generally available to talk to the homies as we all process things, but I might use airplane mode a little more this week. Social energy is social energy, whether it be digital or in person. So I hope you all are faring well through this. I know this is extremely hard on us for different reasons. I hope you are experiencing art and moments that heal and hold you. There are so many quality readings happening on Instagram Live. Make sure you follow the people who are doing that. I'm super excited that my new single, Him, is out as of today. It's available everywhere music is streamed and available for purchase on iTunes or Apple Music. Please let me know what you think. I wrote this piece for women, and I really hope y'all enjoy it. If you dig what I'm doing, let me know through your support. By supporting Haze's Higher Learning, you make it so that I can keep dedicating time to this work and practice social justice by giving people the tools and resources they need. You can learn more and support options. You can learn more about support options at www.ashleehaze.com/Haze's Higher Learning or www.ashleehaze.com/support. You can even support this podcast directly at anchor.fm/Ashlee-Haze. Make sure you check out our Instagram. The song of the week is Hair Down by Sir. It is still Women's History Month, so love on a woman and support minority and Black-owned woman businesses. Last week, I supported A Little Slice of Heaven Bake Shop on the East Side. I highly recommend the key lime bundt cake. They are mailing out orders. They are wrapped. They're coming priority. So make sure you support them. Thank you so much for tuning into Haze's Higher Learning, where together we are learning better, doing better, and being better. I hope y'all have a great week.